episode video. Yes, video. I'm gonna open up Kill the Overlord. This is a game that I played a long time ago, but I remember thinking, this is a pretty fun game. The interesting thing is that if you look at the artwork, it is kind of kiddie-ish. Looks family friendly. The idea is kind of interesting. You're trying to kill all the other people, if I remember right. You are trying to be the only one left standing. So, let's see what it says here. It's good to be the Overlord. Your subjects grovel and you have the absolute power over the land. But your subjects hope to steal your power for themselves by removing you from the picture. So you send your executor out with orders to kill the first person she meets. Who will be the first player with no excuse to miss his own funeral? Once the axe swings, not even the Overlord is safe. So it's 4 to 8 players, ages 8 and up, 45 minutes. No kidding, nobody under between 0 and 3. So let's get to opening this. The design of the box is rather interesting because just instead of doing just a regular horizontal rectangle box, they went with a tall box or a horizontal box. So that's an interesting thing that they did. It's from Ape Games, so here's the inside. Let's see what we got here. Pull this thing out first. Kill the Overlord. Think fast, don't lose your head. So these are the instructions. Okay. So supposedly in here we're supposed to have 8 character role cards, 8 elimination tokens, 8 alternate role cards, 1 execution order card, 42 plot cards, 76 gold money tokens, and 1 instruction sheet. Well, we got the instruction sheet right here, so some more rules. See what else we got here. This must be the money. Guess you probably use that to bribe people. This will be the execution tokens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8. And then some more money. And here is the cards. Let's see, what could this be? I'm guessing these are the character cards. The character role cards. So here we have the Outlaw. You may discard any card to take the execution order. Take 5 gold from a player when you kill them. Any player who kills you takes 5 gold from the treasury. Oh, okay. So you have male, female, female, male. Then the knight. Players cannot take gold or plot cards from you or force you to discard gold or plot cards. So the guy has a mustache, the girl does not. That's how you can tell the difference. The advisor. You may choose not to be affected by book cards when they are played. The Bureaucrat. At the start of the round, before cards are drawn, you may name a plot card. If any player has that card, they may discard it. That card cannot be played this round by any player. Guy and girl. The Squire. Your maximum hand size is increased by 2 and you draw a card at the start of each execution, including the first. The Execution Order. This is the executor. The Overlord. Choose another player to take the execution order at the start of each execution. When you give a player the execution order, that player immediately discards a plot card, if able. The Captain. When you play a shield plot card to give the execution order to a player, you may give the execution order to any player. The General. The Actor. When you kill a player, take that player's role and put the actor in the middle of the table. Looks like Harley Quinn. Sad, happy. Rapscallion. When a card like Uprising allows players to discard book cards, you may discard any plot card as if it were a book card. The Merchant. You have no maximum hand size. At the start of each execution, you may give 2 gold to another player. If you do, draw 2 cards. The Peasant. You may give 1 gold to the player 1 seat. You may give 1 gold to the player 1 seat to your right or left. Okay. 1 player to the right or left to give them the execution order without using a card. The Tyrant. Choose another player to take the execution order at the start of each execution. At the start of the round, take a total of 4 gold from any combination of players. Wow. That's interesting. The Soothsayer. At the start of the round, you may force 1 player to reveal their hand to all players. Interesting. The Tax Collector. Give 1 gold to the treasury during the income phase. Take 2 gold from the treasury when another player gives you the execution order. The Servant. Give 1 gold to the Overlord during the income phase. Draw a card if a player with more cards than you gives you the execution order. So those are the player cards. And now these cards. Save some time here. So, victimize. Revoked. Give the execution order to the player 1 rank higher or lower than you. Then trade character role cards with that player. Uprising. Retaliate. Play to cancel a plot card that is played. That plot card has no effect and is discarded. Martyrdom. Play only if you have no shield plot cards. You are executed. Then take 7 gold from the treasury. Extortion. Give the execution order to any player. Then take 1 gold from that player if possible. Take the execution order from another player when it is at rest. Draw 1 card and take 1 gold from the treasury. Conspire. Give the execution order to the player 1 seat to your right or left. Then each player simultaneously passes 1 plot card to that in that same direction if possible. Make an example. Give the execution order to the player 2 seats to the right or left, then take 2 gold from the treasury. Okay. Sidestep. Give the execution order to the player 1 or 2 seats to your right, then draw a card. Oh, okay, see how you have the hands? 2 hands, 2 hands, 1 hand. 2 hands. Oh well, that's still kept. You get the point. Coercion. 2 hands, both directions. Give the execution order to the player 1 seat to your right or left, then they give you 1 card, or you take 2 gold from the treasury, their choice. Revolution. Play only if you have no shield plot cards. Shuffle together the active players' character roll cards. Randomly give each active player 1. This execution ends with no players being eliminated. Uprising. Retaliate. We already did a retaliate. It's capitalized and a sidestep. So that, my friends, is the game Kill the Overlord by 8 games. Looks like a interesting game. If I remember right, I will hope to play this soon in the future. Well, I guess that does it for this one. Adios.